You only check the weather when you broke or when you're traveling, because there's no
True,
need
it
to.
doesn't matter.
If you hustling, it don't matter what the weather is. If it's raining, whoop-de-doo.
For
If
real.
it's snowing, if it's a hailstorm, we're gonna have to get up and we're gonna have to do the same thing that we do every day, because that's what has to be done. It doesn't matter. So I feel like all this, like I'm all for mental health, 100%. But I just feel like sometimes get to work, because I promise you, once you're successful, once you get your, like when Kanye said, la, 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 wait till I get my money, right? The key is the next line. Then you can't tell me nothing, right? Like, yo, I'm telling you, this may seem shallow, but once you get your money right, it don't even matter on a certain level, because you can pick and choose who you want in your life. So if somebody is not elevating your voice, well, you get somebody that is elevating your voice. You don't got to deal with the bullshit,
or find ways to elevate it. Yep.
You got to deal with the bullshit on a certain level when your money's not right. And that's why the financial freedom is like the most important thing.
Yo. Call them views and the look, and no,
100%.
What looks good is the equity and the money in the account and the investment. The rest of that is bullshit, Joe.
That baby boy, that's because his money was up. When Melvin and banging his mom, breakfast. Borrow the car. That's because his money was up, bro. Right?
And great quote from Tony Robbins: humans are happiest when they are on the path of achievement. Just work at whatever the thing that you want to be great at is. There's joy. That's why, like, when certain times women be like, well, I would never talk to a person who plays video games. Like, well, outside of people who are making money in video games, if that's an outlet, so be it. Like, but men, you have to be comfortable enough to not give a fuck what anybody thinks about your personal hobbies and desires, but also, so you got to have some time for play. Like, one of my favorite hobbies now, like, I love the Xander's and AAU, it's just hooping with Xander. It's fun seeing him be creative on the court and trying to figure out how to get his little Euro step off and pump fake, reverse pivot. Find joy in what you like and don't care what anybody else thinks, because some of the greatest creatives and some of the wealthiest people right now found ways to monetize and build a life off of what they love doing. But the joy 100%. I think 10% of depression is not knowing what life path you need to travel down.
100%. And yeah, you bring up a good point, because it's like, yeah, for me personally, I don't look at it like that. Create your own happiness by the work and the ecosystem that you created for yourself. Like this whole thing of like black men don't have a voice because black, or whatever this argument is. I can understand it, but I don't agree with it, because I feel like get to work, do more work. If you feel like your voice is not being amplified, well, you got to work harder, because our voices is being amplified.
Or so you have to talk about something that is worth being heard.
Or you waiting for somebody to amplify your voice for you.
And that's not even what you think that would be.
That's the problem. You incorporating, you waiting on, hold on, like now, okay, now, nah, man, like you got to get out. Come on, man, you got to hustle, man. Like it's 2025, you got to hustle. You got to find a way to do it. Like you can't just be sitting around like, oh no, well, I don't feel like a man because I'm not being treated like a man. If you got those type of issues, that's because you're not in a position of power. Because I never heard nobody in a position of power say that they don't feel like a man.
No.